let's discuss priority of dissolution. So what the heck does that mean? Essentially, if a company goes under, like Lehman Brothers, who's going to get their money first? Who's going to get their money last? Now, in real life terms, most people are not going to get their money back. I mean, pretty much with Lehman Brothers, all the secured debt got their money back, and the debentures were the last one, which is the unsecured debt, like just the full faith and credit bonds. Those are the only ones that got really paid, and they got partially paid. Originally, they estimated that it was like 21 cents on the dollar, but after all the lawsuits and the assets had appreciated, it actually went up to 41 cents on the dollar when the economy kind of recovered. Because by the time the lawsuits kind of panned themselves out, people at least got 41% on the dollar. So, but nevertheless, still not a fun situation. So now let's talk about it. Generally speaking, the secured bonds are always going to be first, right? So secured bonds are just bonds that are backed by collateral, right? Could be a building, right? Could be securities, whatever. You know what I mean? So anything that's collateralized that has a pledge of value, that's going to be has the first priority of dissolution. Now, this is where it gets a little bit technical. I mean, usually they're not going to ask stuff this detailed, but let's say you have a factory that's backing that collateral, right? And let's say you have a total of 100 million that needs to be paid, and the factory sold for 80 million, so there's still 20 million left over. Now the secured bonds fall after wages and taxes, right? After wages and taxes. So now it comes third. Technically, it was first because it's linked to that collateral. Then it comes third. After that, it never really changes. Then it becomes debentures, which is like full faith and credit bonds. Then it's going to be like subordinated. So subordinate means under, right? Like in the military, they call it insubordination if you're not listening, right, to your chain of command, insubordination. So subordinate means under or junior. So anything like junior bonds, subordinate bonds, sometimes they'll call them mezzanine bonds too, which is kind of like in between levels. Any of those would be below regular debentures. That'd be like junior debt. And people ask, like, why the heck would someone agree to that? Because they're going to get paid a higher interest rate. So they're like, hey, listen, I'll go next in line, but I want a higher interest rate. So that works out great. But obviously for Lehman Brothers, they would have gotten zero. If even the debenture holders only got 41 cents on the dollar, the junior people would get nothing. Then comes preferred stock, then comes common stock. Honestly, if a company goes over, you're lucky if the preferred stock gets $1. Forget about the common stock. I mean, unless it's just a way the bankruptcy is done very nicely where there's a lot of money left over, which, probably not going to be the case. If somehow that happens, then maybe the common stockholders would get a couple dollars. But realistically, it's not going to happen. So just, regular orders technically be like the secured bonds. If the collateral's still not sold on them, then it would be like wages, taxes, debentures, junior debentures, preferred, common. And then if the collateral's sold, then it would be, the collateral's gone, then they just become like regular debentures. And then it would just be, wages, taxes, debentures, junior debentures, preferred, common. So hope that makes sense. Please listen in for more, like and subscribe, and have a fantastic day. Thank you so much.